Jesus, after that, I'm done. Thank you. Good night. And I realize I have keynotes, so if I do this, that's next slide. Cool. So, hey, my name is Joshua Davis. For the past 15 years or so, I've been using code to what I call surpass the human hand. A lot of these things that I've been making are like 100,000 to the last Illustrator file I did was 1.7 million vectors. There should be a dialog box that just goes, I hate you, Josh, because I don't think anybody's doing Illustrator files with 1.7 million vectors. I've kind of gone through all these different styles. TED 2005, I kind of gave a talk about this work that I was doing. You'll never see my video online. Do yourself a favor. Don't curse a lot. They'll never put your video online. I might have the record for the most F-bombs in a TED talk. Just write that down. Again, all of these are computational systems, and so what you're seeing is a moment in time. I'll write a programming, and then that programming generates an aesthetic, and if I like it, I capture it. So in a lot of sense, I get to design the artwork that it uses, I get to write the program, and then I spend this a lot of time being the critic and sort of deciding what lives and what goes. So a lot of times I spend months with these programs, running them over and over and over again to kind of find these beautiful moments. And I can adjust a lot of the variables to change color and composition, but and again, this is what excites me, this idea of surpassing the human hand. It starts easy. I really do complexity from simplicity, but I give myself like really crazy rules, like I'll have a grid in the upper left-hand corner, and I'll have to try to make as many icons as I can that adhere to that grid. Then I'll put them into some kind of pattern-making system. In this case, it's reflection. But then I'll do feedback loops, where I'll take the asset out of the middle and generate a new asset that I then end up putting right back into the same system again. And by doing this over and over again, I get these sort of mutations, these sort of impossible mutations. And I've been using them to do patterns inside of illustration, and then I'll take these illustrations and have programming randomly generate the colors. And then if I put those back into the same exact system, like this one, I start getting stuff like this. And again, if I don't like this, I can run it again, and you got that one. You don't like that one, run it again, you got that one. If you own a mosque, call me. Like, we got this. I'm just putting that out there. Anyway. So a lot of times, again, I'm just sort of living with these moments, and each one of these slivers is a rip from that program. So the amount of variance you can get is very great. I was tasked with doing Watson. I like this idea of using data to make art. It beat the pants off these two humans, which is awesome. And these are some of what the systems look like. Watson could have 27 different configurable states, like, oh my God, I'm winning, or why did that guy buzz in, or oh my God, I got the daily double. And those emotions would trigger the changing of this system. So if you ended up seeing the show, you were watching my little guy make art during the show, which was super cool. Again, I think this one's about 300,000 or 400,000 vectors in Illustrator. A lot of RAM. You need a lot of RAM. To open these puppies. But again, this would take me a lifetime if I had to do this by hand. So I like this idea that technology allows me to present a scenario where I can surpass the human hand. And to me, these are fascinating. And so I've been doing a lot of research in this, and when you do this kind of stuff, I try doing prints and stuff. Guys like this call. This is a guy, Joel Zimmerman. He goes by the name Deadmau5. And he's an artist's dream. He has these great stage shows with tons of LED matrices. And so I've been writing all this programming for a lot of his posters and stage shows. This was his European concert poster, again, generated by code. I just do a ton of stuff for him. I was tasked with doing his headphones, which again is a generative process. You might have seen these in the Apple Store. This guy wore them at the Olympics. He's a swimmer, I think. This is what they look like. So again, I'm just sort of tasked with programming the environment for design to happen. But again, this is completely generated by a program, and I'm just sort of giving it the rules and the boundaries. He has this great LED head that I program these little systems on that when he's on stage, he can trigger them from a MIDI controller, so the animations will actually change across the surface of his head, which is pretty fun. I run a library of code called the Hype framework. It sits in Java on processing. It's on GitHub. We can group hug later if you'd like, and we can really nerd it up. Cool. And this library allows me to do things like playing with waveform and touch screens and connects. It literally is a toolkit for me to do things visually. And these are just a ton of examples. Let's keep going. Playing with the leap motion and the connect. There's a lot of dance parties happening at my studio. We like visualizing dance. This is the leap motion. Just skip past these. This is a fun little device to actually use your fingers to paint in air. And so it's nice because my mom can't draw a stick figure to save her life, but I can give her this and she can pretend to be an artist, which is awesome. This is what they look like. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep rocking. Let's keep doing it. Boy, these are fun. Connect, super awesome. Doing a lot of stuff with Connect. Again, a lot of dance parties, a lot of mapping art to the body, which is super cool. Generating geometry and light with these things. I do the Matrix at some point, but anyway, come and dance with me, please. Yeah, let's keep going. That's artsy fartsy. Let's keep going. Fun. Cool. Super. This is it. It's hypeframework.org. Again, it's an open source library. It's up on GitHub. Help me continue to make amazing things. Even if it's just suggestions, I'm totally open to suggestions. Thanks.